Us, directed by Jordan Peele, famous for his breakout film Get Out, nominated in 2017 for Best Picture, Best Director, and winning the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Peele brings to the screen another original. The horror film Us will keep you guessing and on the edge of your seat. You never feel quite comfortable watching this film, which I believe is done on purpose in this psychological thriller. The film opens in 1986, and little Adelaide is celebrating her birthday with her parents at the amusement park Boardwalk in Santa Cruz. It is nighttime, and when Adelaide wanders away and off to the beach, she finds herself outside the House of Fun, or Hall of Mirrors. Just as the storm approaches and it begins to pour, little Adelaide enters and explores around when suddenly the lights go off. She tries to find the exit, lost in a maze of mirrors, then discovers she is not alone. There is someone else in there, and what she sees is not her reflection. This is a great opening and a very scary start to the movie. When the film cuts to present day, we find adult Adelaide, played by Academy Award winner Lupita Nyong'o, traveling with her husband Gabe and 2 children on vacation. They are headed to her parents' former cabin in the woods. Where else? Santa Cruz, California. It is evident Adelaide is uncomfortable revisiting her vacation home and especially frowns on going to the beach, where she first had her traumatic experience as a child. There are some strange coincidences along the way, such as references to Jeremiah 11:11, a biblical verse, something she observed as a child from a vagrant holding up a sign, and this warning comes again when she is an adult. There is symbolism in the film which we know has meaning. Adelaide recognizes some from her childhood, and others we take note of as they unravel and are revealed by the end of the film. Adelaide reluctantly goes along with her husband, meets up with their friends, the Taylors, and their girls for a romp at the beach. When Jason wanders off on the beach for several minutes, Adelaide panics and eventually finds him. There is one aerial shot which I thought was particularly poignant. It is of the family of 4 and their shadows making their way as they walk on the sand. Later that night, we see a nervous, on-edge Adelaide who tells her husband Gabe she wants to leave. She finally explains the urgency and explains her bad experiences as a child and confesses to him. She is getting closer. Gabe tries to be supportive, but doesn't quite understand and is more confounded at her reactions. Before they get a chance to leave their vacation cabin, their son Jason announces, "There's a family in our driveway." This is our first glimpse of 4 strange people standing in shadow. When Gabe Wilson, played by Winston Duke of Black Panther fame, comes out of the house to ask them if they need help, he is met only with silence, which is pretty creepy. Wearing matching red jumpsuits and holding hands, the 4 strangers do not budge. Gabe warns them to leave their property and gets no response. It is unnerving as they stand absolutely still in silence. Duke, as the patriarch of the Wilson family, provides some welcome comic relief in the film. But when the strange doppelgangers suddenly break into the home, it quickly becomes an invasion and a game of survival. These are some of the best scenes with scary confrontations and unforgettable chases. What do they want? Speaking in a low, hoarse, almost non-human-like voice, Red, who is Adelaide's doppelganger, played brilliantly by Lupita Nyong'o, is so creepy. Her stilted mannerisms and her blank stare is downright bone-chilling. Nyong'o plays both characters, Adelaide and Red, and she is scary good. The message delivered by Red to the terrified family is that the doppelgangers belong to a bigger group called the Tethered, which makes more sense as the film progresses. As smart as the script and ensemble of actors are, this film wouldn't be as effective without Nyong'o. She elevates the horror film to a whole new level. In many ways, Jordan Peele's direction travels to the recesses of our mind and in characteristic fashion touches on our social consciousness. As the trailer teases, we are our own worst enemy, a theme which resonates throughout. The kids in the film, including Madison Curry, who plays Little Adelaide, are excellent too. Despite their young age, the actors who play the young Wilson children are quite engaging. Evan Alex, who plays Jason, and especially 13-year-old Shahadi Wright Joseph, who plays Adelaide's daughter Zora, turn out terrific performances. There are some scenes in Us with Zora's doppelganger Ubra, which has completely freaked me out. And the name Ubra, or Ubre, is appropriate, as it means the darkest part of a shadow. The ensemble of actors perform challenging double roles as the Wilson and as their doppelgangers, evil versions of themselves. And the movie plays with our mind, or maybe the scenes are meant to bring out what we as a society have learned to ignore and suppress, or simply turn a blind eye to. Like I mentioned before, there are themes of social consciousness in this film. The performances are wonderful, and the film does not disappoint. In some cases, you do have to read between the lines and recognize the symbolism throughout this clever film. There are references to the 80s and an explanation of where these doppelgangers came from. And well, you'll just have to see the movie for yourself. Did you dislike us? Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, this is So Ray.